Hello. Look who's back. It's my swan friend. Do you want to be in the video? Do you want to be in the video? Yeah? Hello and welcome back to another video. I've been moored here for almost a week, so I'm going to move the boat a couple of miles today. And I'm quite excited about today's journey because we're going to be going over an aqueduct, and I really like aqueducts. I've still got my swan friend here with me, as you can see. I'm not sure if he's going to be coming with us, but we'll find out. I don't think you can see him from this angle, but the swan is in front of the boat at the moment, so it's going to be interesting to see if he does follow me all the way to where I'm going. I mean, I hope he does, to be honest. He's like my little pet swan now. I don't think he's coming with us, unfortunately. I think maybe that's his territory and he doesn't usually go any further. I don't know if I've talked about passing boats before, so I'll explain now. Generally, when you're cruising along the canal, you're meant to stay in the middle of the canal, and that's because that's where canals are deepest, in the middle. But then when you see another boat approaching, you're both meant to go to the right, and that means that you're able to pass each other. If there are other boats there, or if it's quite a narrow bit of canal, you sometimes have to just stay back a bit to make it easier for the other boat to pass. I think we might be approaching the aqueduct now. It looks like it anyway, we'll see. Yeah, this is the aqueduct that I'm just coming over now. And the reason there's an aqueduct here is because the canal goes over the River Dove. I don't know if you've heard of Dovedale in the Peak District, but the River Dove is the same river that goes through Dovedale. So the river starts in the Peak District and then it kind of meanders down to where we are now, and then it goes a bit further and then it meets the River Trent. But the interesting thing about this river is that for most of its course it's actually the boundary between the counties of Staffordshire and Derbyshire. So to the east of the river you have Derbyshire, and to the west of the river you have Staffordshire. The stretch of canal I'm on at the moment, it is really pretty. There's some really nice scenery. The only problem with it is that it's next to a main road, so it's quite noisy, unfortunately. That's why I didn't want to stay moored here for too long. It is really pretty though. I'm not sure whether to leave my hat off or put it on. The weather doesn't know what it wants to do today. It's quite cool when the sun goes behind the clouds, but then when the sun's out it's really bright. I'm heading for Burton on Trent today, which is a town in Staffordshire. And I think it's known for Marston's brewery being based here. I think Branston pickle was also invented either in Burton on Trent or quite close to Burton on Trent. And there's actually a place a bit further along the canal called Branston, and I think that's where Branston pickle gets its name from. There was something dead in the water then, and I wondered what it was, so I asked those lads, but it was just a dead fish, which was a relief because I went on a walk near Foxton Locks a few weeks ago and I saw a baby deer in the canal that was dead. It was really sad. I think maybe the deer had accidentally got in the canal and then couldn't get out again, which was really sad. Although thinking about it, I don't imagine there are many deer running around Burton on Trent. So, but at least it wasn't a dead swan or something like that. I've just been looking at the Wikipedia page for Burton on Trent, and it's actually home to 8 breweries at the moment. So I think for a couple of 100 years it's always been somewhere where brewing was really important and part of its history. I'm afraid I don't know much more, but you can always look it up yourself if you want to know. So it looks like quite a few people here have houses that have gardens backing onto the canal, which is nice. I think I'm going to go a bit further though. I'm going to go to a park that I've moored at before because it's quite a nice big open space. just got caught talking to the camera by someone who is sitting on the back of their boat. Looks like there's a tree branch in the canal coming up, so I'll have to try to avoid that. It's just there if you can see it. It's not the worst branch I've ever seen in the canal, but you don't really want to be going over it. This is quite a low bridge, even though I'm having to duck for this one, and I'm not very tall. I'm just coming up to a lock now. I forgot that this lock's here. But, oh, hang on, it looks like someone might be coming out of the lock. Are they?
I can't believe it. Your boat's called mine's called Little. Oh my God. Is yours like 31? 31. See, yours is 31 and yours. That's the other kind I was looking at. Yes! How lovely to meet you. Yeah, Marge, who are you? Betty. Betty or Whitney?
That was nice. The boat coming out of the lock had another woman on it. Her name was Marge, and her boat was kind of like a sister boat to mine. It was called Little Un, and it was 31 foot, so very similar size as well. Yeah, I really like meeting other female boaters who are on their own like me. You don't see many of them, but it's really nice when you see them, and I always try to say hello. This is a very easy lock to do because it's a single lock, so it's not very wide, and also it's quite shallow, so it's going to be hopefully quite easy to climb out of, and I might try and show you this actually. Having said that, I've just gone further than the ladder. I could probably just climb out there, to be honest. I'll give it a go. No, my legs aren't that long. I'll reverse. There's a little family of ducks there. I've got to make sure they're not in the lock when I close it, because I don't want to squish them with the boat. That'd be awful. so nice to do a shallow single lock after doing really deep double locks for ages. They're just so much easier, and I don't worry about the boat as much either because they're safer than the deep double locks. I haven't even tied the boat up, I'm just holding on to it. I'm approaching the park now where I was planning to moor, but it looks like it's really busy. The last time I came here was in winter and there weren't many boats here, but I'm not sure if I'm actually going to be able to get a space, to be honest. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any space for me, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I ended up mooring the boat a bit further down from the park. It's not the greatest spot I've ever moored in, but it was getting quite late and I now need to walk about 4 miles back to get my car, so I didn't really want to go any further. So I think I'm going to leave it here, but thanks very much for watching again and I hope to see you next time.